Hello everyone, welcome back. We're Team Calibrate. We reached $10,000 a month with our AI automation agency within the first 2 months of starting it, and we want to show you exactly how we did it. And more importantly than that, we want to teach everyone how we did it. Now you'll notice our channel has no cuts, no fun edits. It's faceless. It's only for the people who actually want to build something. It's not for the people who want to learn something small and move on. So in today's topic, we'll be talking about something super broad. It is for beginners. It's not for people who are already running their agency. So if you're running an agency, please click off. But the point of this video is to show you how to make money with automation, which is different from what everyone else is saying. So let's go through what everyone else is pitching. Number one, they're pitching voice, right? That's a phone, by the way. They're pitching voice agents. Voice agents are extremely tough to sell. Why? Because you're white labeling someone else's pre-built system. You're not building the voice agent from scratch. You're using companies like Wappy, right? Number two, what else are they selling in automation? They're selling onboarding, right? For onboarding, you need to have a make.com automation or an N8N automation. What does that do? 90% of the time, it breaks. Your OpenAI credits are out, or some module has fallen out of whack. Selling automation in this day and age, I personally believe, is over. So what is the right approach? Okay, now think about this for a second. Core services that a company needs is what you need to provide them. AI automation will come and go. What you're doing right now, what you're trying to learn from me or other YouTubers like Nick or any one of these guys, what you're trying to learn is how to arbitrage knowledge. What that means is you know how to use shit like make.com and ChatGPT. The old guys sitting at HVAC companies or the old guys sitting at the heads of marketing agencies, they don't know how to use it. You're just bridging the gap. You can bridge the gap forever, or you can sell them one automation, make 10K and go home. So what I'm trying to solve for is pick up core services. So let's say marketing agencies, right? They're the easiest company to sell to because they completely understand why marketing works and why you need it, right? So let's see marketing agencies. What all do they need, right? What all do they do? They need lead gen. Let me actually make space here. Hold on. They need lead gen, right? They need HR. They need sales. What else? They need people running it, good relationships with people. They need finance. Okay, what part can we sell? Can we sell HR? Okay, maybe we can solve recruitment. I'm so sorry for my handwriting. It's extremely bad, right? But maybe we can solve recruitment. You'd rather solve recruiting for a recruitment agency than a marketing agency. So let's scratch that. Let's get rid of HR completely. Then can we solve sales? Usually not. It's mostly driven by people selling to other people. So we can scratch that. Can we solve finance? Yes, we can. We can automate their invoicing, automate their accounting. But again, those will become SaaS companies that take $30, $40 a month from those guys one day. And that'll all be automated and solved, right? So you don't provide any value there. So where do you provide value? You provide value in lead gen. So how does lead generation happen? Usually in all companies, not only marketing agencies, it happens through cold outreach and warm outreach. Now what happens under cold outreach? Let's see. We have cold email, we have ads, right? So what we can solve is either this or this. For beginners wanting to start a cold email agency, and by the way, I'm reachable at calibrateoutreach@gmail.com. People who want to reach out for mentorship, people who want to reach out for advice, for anything. If you have any questions about how to do this, I'm giving away everything for free. Please reach out. So let's get into it. How cold email works. Actually, let me take a different direction at this. So most young kids don't use their email much, or haven't really worked in proper companies. But once you start working in proper companies, what you do realize is that, shit man, everything happens over email. Cold or warm, email works. internal company emails are the most important form of communication. All post meeting communication happens over email. So even if some guy pitches your CEO in a coffee shop, rest of that entire conversation is going to happen over email, right? CEO is not WhatsApping them, he's not iMessaging them. So email is important. Now, cold email is a high ROI channel. Why? Because ads, something like ads, especially for marketing agencies, because it's not an e-commerce product. So for marketing agencies, the cost per lead, or the CPL, is very high. What that means is that if a marketing agency is willing to spend money on getting leads through ads and their booking rate is extremely high, they'll be profitable. But for a marketing agency that doesn't have their funnel figured out, it just does not work. It's a money pit. With cold email, let me give you an example. You want to send 1,000 cold emails today. The lead list maybe costs me $15. Okay. The infrastructure to send these 1,000 emails maybe costs me $150. So in $165, right, I have 1,000 cold email sends. Now, with a 1% reply rate, what is that? 10 people replying to me saying something. They can say, fuck off. They can say, love this. They can say anything. But it's 10 people replying to me. Usually, there's a 30% positive reply rate. What does that mean? 3 people reply to me positively. And out of 3 people, let's say we book 2 people on a call. So just by spending $165, we've gotten 2 people on a call. But the game here is that your $165 has leverage. Why? Because when you reach, say, $250, you're not sending 1,000 emails. You're sending 3,000 emails, right? So as you scale, your volume increases, and volume solves all problems. People have made tons of videos saying the best copy, the best CTA, the best outreach. No. Volume solves all problems. If you're getting a 1% reply rate, send to more people, right? It is very important to optimize to get a 2, 3, 4, 5% reply rate, but that comes with a lot of experience. What I've seen a lot of people do, and I've coached a lot of people through this, is they start an agency, they get the 0.6% reply rate. Why? They're going through Apollo, these kind of basic channels. They see a couple Nick videos and they start. And they get super discouraged because they don't get replies. They don't have the money. They don't have $300, $400, $500 a month to spend on the infrastructure. They go away. The churn is extremely high. And that's not who I'm building this channel for, right? So I want to build this channel for people who actually want to make this work, right? So again, for agencies, SaaS, freelancers, whoever wants to do it. The next big benefit of this is decision makers. You're getting into the inbox of the CEO or the founder, the co-founder, the president, whoever, right? With ads, who are you targeting, right? It's so hard to target. You're waiting for Facebook to find your target audience. You're not doing it yourself. So the 2 guys who are coming on call with you, like we mentioned here, are founders of a certain size of agency who have the money to pay for it. With other, like, even if you create content and you're trying to get inbound, you're going to get so many people wasting your time because they're not qualified. We know these 2 guys are qualified without a doubt, right? And it's scalable with tools and automations, and we're going to talk about this later on in other videos. Now, so we've now understood why this works, and going forward in the video, I'll be skimming through everything so you get an idea of what to do, and then each of these steps is maybe 3 to 4 videos each, right? So there's a lot of information here which I'm skipping. So first thing you do when you start a cold email campaign is you define your ICP. Who do you want to reach out to? So let's say that we are reaching out to marketing agencies. We want the founder, CEO, so C-suite, founders, co-founders. That's all. That's who we want from marketing agency. Those are the guys that have the power to hire and fire, right? Now, what does the marketing agency have to be doing? They can be marketing Facebook ads to pet companies, or they could be marketing SEO to medical companies. Who do we want exactly? So we can't go as niche as X to Y, but we can find X. So maybe we're targeting marketing agencies who are specializing in SEO, right? So we want SEO marketing agencies. and then we can tailor our outreach accordingly. Then we build a high quality lead list. Now, this has again 4 videos in it, but overall, what the process here is, there are multiple B2B databases. All those databases are being used by multiple cold emailers, right? So when you go through places like Apollo, especially, expect a reply rate which is not amazing, but it is the best place to start. You have everything ready, and it doesn't cost anything because you can scrape Apollo using multiple websites, especially stuff like Appify, which is made now very public. This used to be a secret back in the day, but so yeah, you can start with Apollo, no problem. Scrape it, verify all the email IDs. What that means is we want to check, is the email a catch-all? Is the email valid, invalid? Does it still exist? Does it have a operational inbox? All that can be taken care of at a very low cost. So single digit dollars for every 1,000 emails or so. So extremely cheap, and get your email list together. So you will end up with something like the person's name, the title, the company they work for, and the email ID. And where this gets interesting is when we do enrichment. Sorry, that E looked wonky. Yeah, enrichment. That is all through automation, and that we'll speak about in a completely different video. Enrichment is actually where you get data that converts people from cold to warm leads. So stuff like, did you recently hire someone? Are you hiring a lot of people? Did you guys recently raise a funding round? Did you go on vacation last year and you posted it on LinkedIn? Do you have a 5-star review on Google? Stuff like that. Stuff that's available online. So is your website loading at more than 6? Is your website taking more than 6 seconds to load? Anything. It can be anything. And we've pulled basically every type of data now available in the market. And yeah, I'm going to teach all this to you. Not in this video, but I'm going to teach all this to you. Then you write killer cold emails. Again, this is 5 videos in one, but forget everything on your screen. Basically, the video should look like it is disguised as an in-house email. What that means is, if your subject line is introducing myself and pitching X, extremely bad email. But how would another employee write to the CEO? Quick question about outbound emails, or hey, first name, does this work? Right? Stuff like that. Just extremely small. Open to a quick chat. Even this is too much probably, right? And then your email framework. Again, I don't want to go over this email framework right now, but it's basically first line, body, CTA, signature. That's it. So first line, extremely personalized. Hey, XYZ, I saw you went on vacation to Greece last year. It looked insanely beautiful. Then your body. By the way, I saw that you have great reviews on Google, but your website still looks a little old. It has an old feel. And I made you a brand new website design. Do you want it? I would love to show it to you, because I think it'll do you really well in your conversions. And then CTA, are you open for a quick chat? Are you open to have a coffee? Whatever, something small. Signature, thank you for reading my email. I am XYZ, looking to hear back from you soon. That is it. Extremely small, right? Then how do you send these emails? Now this is where a lot of people struggle. Actually, people struggle at every point, but this is where a lot of people struggle. So what is the struggle? It is an infra problem. Right? What is the infra problem? Sending the emails, use Instantly. I mean, people also recommend SmartLead. I don't know about it, to be honest. Right? I would say use Instantly because I use Instantly. And here, I'll show you. I have an Instantly tab open here. This is one of my campaigns going out. It's not performing good at all, but whatever. Limit to 40 to 50. This is wrong. Limit to 20 to 30 emails per day at max per inbox. Warm up those accounts. Again, with Instantly warm up. And you don't need to get into custom tracking domains right now. I'll explain it to you as easily as possible. The whole game is that Google and Outlook should not think that you are doing cold email. So how do you avoid that? If you're sending the same email to 1,000 people, instant block. But if each email is personalized specifically to that exact person, great starting point. Now, if you send out 1,000 emails, Google is checking, are 500-600 of them being opened, or only 100 or 200 are being opened? 600 being opened, okay, great, 60% open rate. Now 600 people opened them, how many replied? Was it 4, 5, 10%? Great. No one replied? Damn, that's a spam email right there. Other than that, how many warm-up emails are you sending? So what is warm-up emails? It's basically mimicking email chains that Google would want to see. So when you're sleeping, your inbox is sending an email to another inbox saying, hey, XYZ, that inbox is replying back, and this is happening all automatically. You're basically tricking your inbox provider that we are legit. The only reason we're doing this is so that we end up in the inbox. If we end up in spam, all the effort and money we put in to reach that point is all gone to waste, because no one opens their spam folder, and if they do, they're never replying to an email out of that. So yeah, that's sending the emails. And then follow-up is extremely simple. We recommend 2 emails per person per campaign, follow up 2 days later, and that's about it. This is 3 to 4 emails. This is made by my assistant, I'm sorry, but 3 to 4 emails is wrong. We say 2 emails. The only time we go to 3 or 4 emails or 4 emails is if we get a reply rate higher than 3% and a positive reply rate of more than 1.5%. What that means is people are really liking the offer, people are loving the copywriting, and then you're just trying to juice the list for as many good contacts as possible, right? And lastly, track everything. You don't need me to talk about this. Tools, we've gone over everything. My main concern with starting this YouTube channel is helping people that are lost in the sea of videos on YouTube. Trust me, I've seen all of them, and what worked is not shown on these YouTube videos. What works is actually sitting down, doing the work, getting clients, and delivering to them. The day you get your client and start delivering to them, you'll realize it's not as easy as these YouTubers say, right? Again, my email ID is calibrateoutreach@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Let's get some conversations going. And please, in the comment section, tell me what kind of emails you want me to make. Do you want me to go down the rabbit hole of solving each and every problem? So what should the CTA be? What should the subject line be? What should email deliverability look like? What should the automations look like? Each and every video? Or you want me to do extremely long 1-hour videos? I'd love to hear as much feedback as possible. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.